Well, welcome. I'm glad that you guys are all here this morning. Now, usually at the beginning of the worship service, for people that have been here before, we have a lesson from the Bible. We hear a story or a teaching from the Bible. And today it's going to be just a little bit different, because not only are we going to hear it, but we're going to see it. We're going to have some people helping to act out the story. And we're going to learn about Moses. Who remembers last week when we learned about Moses? Could you talk a little bit about that from last week? You didn't get that. Okay. Anyone else remember from last week when Teacher Susie and Teacher Lou talked about Moses?
Are you talking about the desert?
Yeah. Could you talk about that a little bit?
We were talking about the desert and the desert is a dangerous place because there's no water.
Great, very good. So last week we talked about, in children's ministry, we talked about the story of Moses and how the Hebrew people were in Egypt, and Moses, by the help of God, helped lead them out of Egypt, and they were stuck in the desert. And this week we're going to hear another part of that story when they're in the desert and they're scared because there's no food and no water, and they don't know what's going to happen. But God surprises them. And we're going to have some people help act this out. Do you see Andrew in the back? Andrew, can you wave? Andrew is going to be Moses. He is going to be Moses. And we need some help with some people to be the Hebrew people. Do you guys will help?
Right.
Do you think maybe the whole church might be able to help? Church, would you be able to help with being the Hebrew people? Yes. Yeah? Okay. Edgar, can you do me a favor? Can you go give this to somebody in the front row? Thank you. Edgar's going to take it. To anybody in the front row.
Give to mom. Give to mom, Edgar.
There you go.
Give to mom. You see mom?
See
Mom,
right
help
there?
him.
There you go. Thank you, Edgar. Okay. Now, Hebrew people, children, and adults, I need you to be listening. There's two things that you're going to have to do. First, can you look like you're tired, like you've been traveling a long way? How does looking tired look?
The usual.
People in the church, can I see you look tired? And now there's a second thing that you have to do. You have to complain. Every time I say they argued and complained to Moses, you can say things like, Moses, where are you taking us? Or you could say, Moses, I'm so thirsty. Or you can say, I don't want to be in the desert anymore. I want to go home. Can we practice that? Okay, we're going to practice. Ready? They argued and complained to Moses.
I'm tired. I want to go home. Expert complainers.
Okay. Is everyone ready? Yeah. Okay, Moses, are you ready? All right. Ready? Now let's listen. Here's more of the story of Exodus. All the Hebrew people set out from the desert of Sin, and they were traveling and so tired from place to place traveling, as the Lord commanded them. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. They were very tired and thirsty, and they argued and complained with Moses.
I'm tired. Get over here. Where are you taking us? I hate this place.
Moses answered them.
Why do you argue? Why do you question God?
But the people were so thirsty and tired they argued and complained some more.
I hate this.
What should I do? These people are gonna kill me.
Then you know what happened? God answered Moses' prayer.
Moses, walk on ahead of the people. Take with you some of the leaders of the Hebrew people, and take your staff with you. I will stand before you at the rock of Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink.
So Moses got some of the leaders of the Hebrew people, and he walked over to the rock of Horeb. And he struck the rock with his staff. Look at this. And water started pouring out of the rock. Enough water for everybody. Everybody in this room to drink. And Moses gave the place a new name. He called it Massah and Meribah, which means the place of testing and the place of quarreling or fighting. Thank you, Edgar. Good job. So what do you all think of that story? Well, how do you think Moses felt with all those people yelling at him?
Sad.
Sad? What do you think? How do you think Moses felt? Sad and annoyed. I think those are two good answers. How did you feel as the people? How do you think the people felt being so thirsty? How do you feel?
Tired.
Tired. Good. What is it? Tired, mad, and hot. And what did God do that surprised them? What surprised you?
The water came out of the rock.
The water came out of the rock. Did you think that would be the ending? Did you think that would happen? That the water would come out of the rock? No? No? Sometimes God surprises us. When it doesn't seem like there's any way that God can help us, God surprises us and takes care of us. Even when it seems like we're in the desert and it's a scary place with no water or food. Okay? Amen.
Amen.
And Luan's going to pray with us. So if you could take a deep breath, put your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and rest your head. Put your heads down.
Let's all extend our hands as we pray for Kara and our kids. Lord, thank you for surprising us and surprising us with Kara. Her presence with us has been really amazing, and she's a gift to us. Pray that you would anoint her with wisdom and favor for our children. And we ask that you teach our children today about the ways that you love to surprise us, and also teach us